up, lovers and collectors? Lonster the Monster, back with another episode of Lonster's Pop-Up Session. As always, my guest, my confidant, my fellow funkaholic,
the one, the only DHero Red Magma here,
who never lets me introduce him, but that's okay. Today, we got something special.
Yep, part 2 of the Pokemon collection.
The Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
Yep.
Let's get into it. Show us what you've got.
Alright, let's start off with number 1 on the Pokedex.
Number 1?
Yeah, they're all marked. So this is the official first entry from the original game. Bulbasaur.
It wasn't Pikachu?
No.
Bulbasaur was the first character for Pokemon.
Yes. He's number 1 on the Pokedex entry. Because he's one of the starters. Whenever you start a Pokemon game, you're given 3 choices for the starters, which is grass, fire, water. Bulbasaur is the grass type, and sadly, I will say, kind of the unpopular one amongst the starters. Most people who I've seen have taken Charmander, by far being the most popular in the first region. Personally, I lean more towards Squirtle, and then there's Bulbasaur. As mentioned before, for him, he's based on like the bulb of a flower.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's kind of like a little dinosaur too.
And why does he look like he's got garlic on his back?
That's the flower bulb.
Okay.
When he fully evolves into Venusaur, it blooms fully.
Interesting.
Yes. He is seen in the anime too. Ash catches a Bulbasaur and uses him. Never evolves him though.
But I'm still confused a little bit.
What about
the Pikachu? Like, I thought he was like, because in the cartoons and everything you see, he's the spokesperson, basically.
The face.
The face of Pokemon.
Yes, he is, but in the generational decks, he's not marked as number 1. Bulbasaur is marked as number 1.
So what would Pikachu be? I
think Pikachu is like 25 or 52.
So he was like the 25th guy created?
Well, I don't know what order they were created in.
So him being number 1 means he might not have been the first one
they thought of, yes.
Okay, so this is just an index they created.
Yes, it's an index, because part of the game is you're creating the Pokedex, which is basically an index of the Pokemon, and he's just so happens to be marked first, because the 3 starters are always at the beginning of the Pokedex.
Okay, so that means that it was kind of alphabetical order, the Pokédex?
It's more of their numerical order, because if we were going in alphabetical order, there are Pokemon that start with A.
No, but that I would understand, but what I mean is, it being a B, when this first series of Pokemon, I don't know how many were in the
151.
Okay, it's 151. Forget it. Forget it. All right, Bulbasaur. I've heard of him. I'm asking these questions. If people are wondering why I'm asking these questions, I'm 51, going to be 52 soon. I don't follow these anime things that we focus. That's why DHero comes here.
Yep.
To educate. It's educating me, not just you. You know, it's just what it is. So yep. These are 52-year-old. Doesn't know what Pokemon is. Like I joked before, they'd be saying Pokemon. Yeah, so let's get into it. What's next? Well,
I mentioned him before. He's the most popular starter from the original series. Charmander.
See, I got to learn about the names and what the characters look like working at GameStop.
So Charmander is a lizard. He ends up turning into kind of a dragon at the end in his final evolution, Charizard. In the show, he was the only Pokemon of the starters that evolved, which is funny because as he evolved, he kind of became rather Mean-spirited towards Ash. Like, he wouldn't listen as he evolved, especially as Charizard. During the Pokemon League, Charizard costed Ash his match by deciding to take a nap. But
Sounds like your mother.
But yeah, Charmander was by far the schoolyard favorite. If you play Pokemon with any of your friends in the original series, they most likely chose Charmander and has a Charizard. I personally went Squirtle because
you're a Squirtle kind of guy.
Well, I liked his final evolution Blastoise because he was basically a turtle with cannons on his shoulders.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
But there's a lot of lore with Charmander. Especially, they explained that the flame on his tail kind of signifies his, like, life. Like, if it were to get extinguished, it would die.
Why are they so small compared to old other Funkos? Do you know?
Because these are, to put it into perspective, some Pokemon have 3 stages of evolution. This would be like the kid form.
Okay.
So that's why they're seen as small. Their size reflects how big they were in the show and in the game. They're relatively small.
Wow, because they're tiny and it's just like...
Yes, most of the starters and some of the smaller ones are like that.
Okay.
Next up, we've got another Pikachu, but this from the 25th anniversary.
Pikachu!
So it's been 25 years we've been having Pokemon.
Oh, he's silver.
Yes, this one is...
Or metallic.
I think it's a silver chrome. I'm not 100%.
Well, it's not chrome.
Not chrome, but like a silvery metal color.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been 25 years since we've had Pokemon with us. There was a big celebration and a whole ad campaign revolving around it. Pikachu has been, by far, the face of the company for all these years. Hence why the sticker looks like him with his little cheeks having the 2 and 5.
You would say you would say he's the most famous.
Yes. Most recognizable, most famous. He's the one everyone knows. The only one I'd say would be up there is maybe a Charizard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Isn't Charizard like one of the Charizard cards? One of the...
Yes, those are one of the rarer cards. They actually released a Van Gogh collection of Pokemon cards, and I was able to see one with Pikachu.
Not sponsored by...
But yeah, Pikachu is widely famous. They just came out with the new Detective Pikachu game, even at the time of recording this.
Well, didn't they have a Detective Pikachu game?
This is a sequel
to the games, but there was a Detective Pikachu game, right?
Yes,
already.
And this is Detective Pikachu 2.
Okay.
Next up, we're continuing on the train of Gen 1, but this time, one of the more hard to get Pokemon and cooler ones, Dragonite. Sorry.
Is it part of the Charizard family?
No.
Or Charmander?
No. He has his own family. So in Pokemon, I've mentioned there are various types. Dragonite is a dragon type, which was very rare in Gen 1 as there were only 3 whole dragons. And that was his entire evolution line, starting at Dratini, Dragonair, to Dragonite. Dragonite is mostly known as one of the Elite Four who you have to defeat before facing the champion. Lance uses 2 of them, and quite commonly, everyone got mixed up of what Dragonite's weakness was, thinking using electric would be effective when it wasn't. Ooh, I'm parched.
You okay?
Yeah.
We never stop rolling. The show goes on.
Yep. So
this one's huge.
Yeah, because in the series and in the game, it is rather huge. He even has little things for his hand here.
Yeah. He looks friendly though for being.
Yeah, he kind of is in the show. In the YouTube series that were based off the games, you got to see more of a Dragonite. Lance's Dragonite go on a bit of a rampage, tearing up Team Rocket's base. Dragonite is still one of the more fan favorite dragon types, just because he's from Gen 1 and he was so difficult to get. Because you'd have to catch a Dratini, which was really rare, and then evolve it, which was really hard because Dratini was not that great. And you have to get him all the way to level 55, and you catch him at like level 12.
Wow. You'll be okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna be fine.
Okay.
We got one more.
One more?
So this one is all the way from Gen 4, Generation 4, the Sinnoh region, Lucario.
Didn't they make a supersized pop of him?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Lucario is regarded as the aura Pokemon. He can sense humans' emotions, their feelings. I keep coughing. He was also the first Pokemon, I think, announced to have a Mega Evolution when that was a thing. He does appear in a movie. There was a whole movie regarded around him in the show. He also is one of the few Pokemon here who's in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Not Brawl. The Super Smash Bros. Series alongside Pikachu. And technically...
Does he have a stand? Yes,
he has a stand. Trust me. He's not like Dragonite. He can't stand on his own.
Yeah, but his feet are really small, too.
Yeah. Well, because he's very nimble, he's supposedly very fast. He's a fighting steel type. He's based off of a fox or a tame of fox. Why am I second guessing myself?
What does the fox say?
Yeah,
he looks like a fox.
Yeah, he's very
with dreads.
Yeah, he's kind of popular actually in the sphere of the game. He's very cool looking to a lot of people, and they just love his like whole story and the backstory around this Pokemon. He's the evolution of Riolu.
Interesting.
But yeah, that is Lucario, the aura Pokemon, as he's described as.
Well, another great lesson, I guess we could call this.
Yep.
As DHero comes by, I'm sure he'll be back. I want to thank him for stopping by.
No worries.
Joining us today. Great episode. Learned a lot about Pokemon. Pokemon. Yeah.
Can you sing the whole theme song?
No. Couldn't even start it.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause.
Watch out, I don't want to get a copyright strike for stealing music.
That's only if you play it. If I'm singing it, it doesn't count.
Alright, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Turn on the notifications and comment. Tell us what your favorite Pokemon is. Or anything about these. Or just something you want to see. Remember, I specialize in music, WWE, and covers. Comic book, slam, album covers, whatever. Come check it out. LONSTER'S. No, that's here. That's here. I'm thinking, don't forget to check out my other channel, LONSTER'S Retro Arcade, where we specialize in 70s, 80s, and 90s arcade action. Links are all in the description, as well as a link to DHero's Games and Bros.
Yep.
What do you do on Games and Bros?
You can mostly catch our past live streams that I've done. I've done, probably, if I were to recommend one, Def Jam, Fight for New York, or Persona 4 Golden, Sly Cooper, Thievius Raccoonus, and the Saints Row the Third trilogy. Well, game.
Link is in the description. I want to thank you, like I already said. Keep collecting. Keep hunting. Keep having fun. We'll see you next time. And remember, all these pops we have here, you're going to see them in shorts coming out soon. Might be today. Oh, it will. Some of them will be today. That's what. All right, guys. Take care. See you next time.